Hey y'all, today I am going to take you through my current supplement stack. I get a lot of questions all the time, like, yeah, what supplements do you take? What supplements do you recommend? And while this is not a recommendation video, I am literally just showing y'all what it is that I am taking and why I'm taking it. If your goals and my goals don't align, then obviously this may not be the best stack for you. And everyone's goals, everyone's body is different and their needs are different. This is what I take based on my needs. So first, I will tell you what my goals are right now. I am a pro bodybuilder. I'm currently in off season. Off season is meaning that I'm not currently prepping for a show. I have a couple months before I get back into prep mode. So right now I am focusing on creating more dense muscle, creating more of a 3D look, and that does take time. It does take intentional training. And so my supplements, a majority of my supplement stack it lends to helping me do that, helping me increase my strength, keep my muscles full, prevent muscle loss and muscle damage, keep me hydrated. And there's some other ones sprinkled in here that are more like beauty supplements, that type of stuff, just general health. So I'm going to walk you through, without further ado, I will walk you through the stack. We are starting with whey protein isolate. For the most part, I take this year round. The last few weeks before my competitions, I do cut it out because of artificial sweeteners and flavors. But whey protein isolate is one of my favorites since I started working out many, many years ago. Whey protein has been a part of my routine. And the purpose of, so you can see this is from ProSups. I got this from Fitness Connection, shameless plug. This is 25 grams of protein. What's great about whey protein isolate is that your body can use it and absorb it faster. The whole point of taking protein is so that you can maximize muscle retention, and if you're trying to build muscle, it's a great way as well. Protein keeps you full, so whether you're in a fat loss or a muscle building plan, like protein is really, really important. You'll hear a lot of people in the fitness space talk about how important it is to hit your protein goals, and what whey protein isolate does for a lot of people, including me, is helps you get closer to that protein goal that you should have set for yourself. So if you don't have a protein goal, you want to be taking in at least half a gram to 1 gram per pound of body weight, or as close to that as possible. So my protein goal is 150 grams a day, depending on how much you weigh. Obviously, that is going to change, but the rule of thumb is usually a half a gram to 1 gram per pound of body weight. All right, so that's ProSups whey protein isolate. I usually stick with birthday cake. Well, not birthday cake. This is vanilla cake. Anything vanilla is usually my wheelhouse. Vanilla cake is a bit sweeter than a traditional vanilla, but I don't mind that because I don't really mix a whole lot of other stuff into it as far as like sweeter stuff. So this level of sweetness is pretty good. Next up is my Hydro BCAA, which is also from ProSups. I'm not really a snob when it comes to BCAAs. When I say snob, like I'm not like a brand, like I have to have this specific brand. So I have tried a lot of different brands over the years, but I actually really like this flavor. It's blackberry lemonade, which I'm not like a fruit punch, cherry, strawberry kind of girl. So anything like with a little bit of sour to it is usually my go-to, and this is perfect for me, blackberry lemonade. And so what's great about BCAAs, you probably heard people talk about aminos and BCAAs, but BCAAs really are great for hydration and helping you to prevent muscle loss as well, helping you to synthesize protein. So that same protein that we talked about just now, it helps your body to actually utilize it for what you want it for, which is to retain and build quality muscle. So BCAAs, if you're like me and you struggle with your water intake, you find yourself getting dehydrated, or you just know you ain't drinking enough water for all the energy that you are expending on workouts or just your everyday life, then BCAAs are perfect. You can drink them intra-workout, pre-workout, and you can also drink them post-workout. I usually just fill my big water bottle up and then put a scoop of this in the morning, and I'll be sipping on that all day. So yeah, and then what's great, it has BCAAs and EAAs. Is your body actually can't produce some of these things naturally, and so you have to consume them, and this is a great, easy way to do that. All right, next. This is Trip Out pre-workout, which is from Fitness Connection. It's their line of pre-workout. I've been using this since they brought it out. I used to be a ProSups Hide. I still like a good Hide pre-workout as well. But ProSups makes a pre-workout called Hide that I was on for years, and then Fitness Connection came out with Trip Out, and this is in the flavor Bahama Mama, and I really, really like it. Ingredients are really, really good. If you don't like the itchy like when itchy feeling when the pre-workout kicks in, this probably ain't for you. But if you're like me and you actually like that, yes. Great energy, great pump. And just, I work out in the morning, so sometimes I need that boost to get going. Trip Out does it every time. All right. Next is my greens. I say super greens. It's called Smarter Greens, but yeah, it's a greens powder. So if you are struggling to get your greens intake through food, you're not a broccoli, spinach, lettuce person, then this is a great way to get it in. I usually mix this into my pre-workout smoothie to make sure that I'm getting greens in first thing in the morning. And this has like a natural flavor, or it says naturally unflavored. I don't know, it don't taste bad, but it don't taste good by itself either. So I usually mix it in. It has 40 plus superfood ingredients, 25 essential vitamins and minerals, and 37 fruits and vegetables in a serving. So you can't beat that. Next is one of my favorite supplements. This and protein are probably, if I had to pick two, I mean, I ain't gone through all yet, but if I had to pick two that I could only two I could take for the rest of my life, it'd probably be these two. Protein and creatine, but creatine is such a amazing supplement. It's one of the most researched, I think it is the most researched supplement actually out there. But creatine is great for muscle building. It's great for strength. When I started taking creatine, which honestly consistently wasn't too long ago, it's only been less than a year that I would say that I've been taking it really consistently. But I noticed, especially when I went into off season in 2023, which is just a couple months ago, when I started taking it more consistently, I just felt so much stronger, and I felt like I can really like push to achieve the goals that I have set. Like I said, I want to build denser muscle, and so that requires me to train like I am training to go into a powerlifting competition. Creatine really helps me to be stronger in my workouts, have more energy in my workouts, and be able to push through my workouts a lot better and recover a lot faster too. And so that's why creatine is, realize I'm turning it, not the label to y'all. But creatine is one of my favorite supplements. I do a teaspoon of this in my pre-workout shake pretty much every day that I train. And I've noticed a huge difference. This brand is Optimum Nutrition. I got this from Fitness Connection too. Also the super Smarter Green. I keep saying super greens. The greens I got from Fitness Connection as well. Next, these two, we'll go through these two at the same time because these are both complements to creatine. And I say complements because HMB, hydroxymethylbutyrate, I know I butchered that name a little bit, but HMB is what we call it. HMB supports your creatine gains. So both of these support your creatine gains in that they help prevent muscle loss. They help you to maximize your workouts with energy and strength support. So they're both really great for that. HMB is 2 capsules a day. Taurine, I realized I didn't say the name of this one. Taurine is 1 capsule a day. Fitness Connection does carry HMB because I told them I needed them to start carrying some so I could buy it. It's not this exact brand, but they do have a brand of HMB, and I'm on them to start carrying this too, but I got these offline. But yeah, these support creatine gains. My bodybuilding coach actually recommended that I start taking this, and when I started doing some research on this, I stumbled upon taurine, and I was like, I'm gonna start taking this too. And then next, we have CLA and collagen. This is more of I like to take collagen more as a beauty supplement for skin, hair, and nails, but it is also really great for lifting as well. And then this particular collagen also has CLA in it, and CLA is a supplement that helps to reduce your body's ability to store fat. Like, who wouldn't want that too? So Abcuts knew what they was doing when they combined these two things. They were like, we can get the ladies with this one, and they sure did get me. So I take 2 of these. You can take it twice a day. I usually do once a day when I take all my other stuff. This is also available at Fitness Connection. And last time I was in Fitness Connection getting something from this stack, probably pre-workout or greens, because I go through those really fast. I found this gummy. It's also in pill form if you're not a gummy person, but it's Mayo D Cairo. I don't know, y'all. I read it. I don't know what it's. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it promotes healthy cycles and helps to regulate your hormones. And I'm always here for that because if you are familiar with bodybuilding, when you're on prep for so long, as a woman, you go from a strict diet to reverse dieting, sometimes your hormones can go out of whack. I like to take, it's a hormonal and ovarian support. Yeah, so I like to take, it also provides, let me read it for y'all. Inositol, I'm taking my time to read it. Inositol. With folate and vitamin D, it helps to promote healthy cycles, hormonal balance, and it also provides PCOS relief. Now, my doctor tried to scam me last year, y'all, and tell me I may have PCOS, but come to find out I don't. But I know a lot of my clients struggle with, you know, they say PCOS isn't like, everyone's symptoms aren't identical, and that there's almost like a spectrum of it, like as far as your symptoms and what you experience. And so because I was experiencing some of the things that people with PCOS do, she thought that I may have been, you know, someone that would be diagnosed with it, but I wasn't. But I do have a lot of clients that struggle with PCOS symptoms, and so when I started using this, I did realize that it had some really good effects on helping me to stay regular, as well as with my cycles, as well as my skin. And I think that's because of the hormonal balancing elements and properties of it. I take 2 of these gummies a day. I used to also take another one that had DIM in it. If you're familiar with DIM, it also helps to regulate hormones. But I feel like gummies are always fun, right? And tasty. So the fact that I get those benefits, I think the combination of these two have really been good for as a beauty supplement. And then this has been really great as a hormonal support supplement. Next up is very basic vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams. I want to say I picked this up in a drugstore, or Ethan picked this up in a drugstore at some point last year, but I usually keep vitamin C in my rotation, 1,000 milligrams, 1 serving a day. And then I got the Evagin Liposide. I got this online. This is the fat burner that I typically use in prep. Every now and then, if I'm getting ready for like a special photo shoot type thing, I got a couple weeks that I want to be nice and tight, I will take a serving of this a couple times a week. But I try not to use it too much when I'm in off season, just so that my body doesn't get too used to it for when I go back in prep and I need it to really do its thing. But yeah, this is more of a prep supplement for me. It is called, I feel like the title or the name of it is covered by the sticker, but it's called Liposide by Evagin. And I got that on Amazon, I want to say. All right, that is my entire stack. Looking at it, it looks like a lot, but I promise it doesn't feel like a lot when I'm taking it. But I want you to remember, just like the name suggests, supplements are not meant to replace your hard work, and they're not meant to replace your whole foods and your nutrition. They're meant to supplement it, to be added to your existing routine and your existing healthy habits. You still got to put in the work. You still got to eat good to maximize your results. You're not going to take these things and then end up, you know, with a bunch of muscle and just looking snatched. You got to do the work too. These just help to make sure that as you're doing the work, your body is supported, your body is recovering, and that you actually maximize your efforts towards your goals. And so if you have any questions on any of these supplements, drop them in the comments for me. I will do my best to answer them. And if you are taking any of these supplements, let me know what's your favorite brand, favorite flavors. Let's have a conversation, and I will see you in the next video.